The Rock Metal Podcast, episode 192 with Venues. Rock Metal Nation, what is up? This is John from the Rock Metal Podcast. That's Anthony, you just heard was one by Venues, who I've got on the show with me right now. They've got a new album called Aspire, which released via Nuclear Blast Records earlier this summer in July. Right now I'm being joined by members of the band to share some stories about the music and share more info about what they've got going on. So, Rob and Nye, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you for welcoming us.
Absolutely.
Hey, for having us.
Yeah, great to have you guys on. Let's go listen back to that track, We Are One. from We Are One. Definitely dig the intro on that track. Now, guys, I'm curious, what's the story or inspiration behind We Are One?
Yeah, We Are One is like a call out to everyone out there. We wanted to say to the people that we are in some way connected to each other, and if we would meet each other with an open heart and an open mind, there wouldn't be so much misunderstanding in the world. So, yeah, the message is that we believe that our generation has a new mission, but to fulfill this mission, we need to understand at first that we need to meet each other with an open heart. And, yeah, that's the message all in all.
Wow. Cool. Now I'm curious, was that something that you guys wanted to write a track about for some time, or how did the idea come about?
The topic was like an experience of mine. At that time, I was talking to a fan, or now she's my friend, and she had some health issues and everything like that. And she was feeling so alone. And at the same time, she were talking to me, and I was trying to motivate her, and I realized how strong this person was, and she, although it was so bad with her health, she believed that she would survive and everything like that. And at that moment, I had this idea of if we would be or more support each other more, it would be easier for everyone. Yeah, and that was so the first, I thought I had back then. And that's, and after that, we created We Are One.
Yeah. And I think you bring up a good point about believing she would survive and having an open heart with everybody. And, you know, if she believes she's going to survive, and if we all believe she's going to survive, I think belief is probably a little more powerful than we sometimes give credit for.
Yeah. You're right, I think. That's the point, yes. Fantastic.
Now, for Rock Metal Nation who dug the track We Are One, if you go and go to today's show notes, that's www.therockmetalpodcast.ca. You can go and see the music video for We Are One. And what you were chatting about there, I think, is really demonstrated in the music video, but I'll let you guys take the key on that one. How was the production behind the music video? How did that go?
The music video shoot for We Are One was kind of special for us this time, because all the parts with all these random people in the video, this was filmed actually in Budapest in Hungary, and our videographer Marius, he traveled to Budapest and started connecting with all these random people from the music scene and fans. He knew when he was in a band back then and played a few shows in Hungary. So he just started searching for some different people on the internet and filmed them in their daily lives and stuff like that. And that's how the whole story part was created of the video. And the performance parts from the band were filmed in an abandoned monastery in Germany, which was pretty awesome. And that's the story behind the production of We Are One.
Wow. Quite a bit going into that video, and it definitely runs super smooth. I was actually curious if they were actors, but that's totally cool that he was able to find people on the internet who were willing to take part in such a big message.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's go listen to the next track, Nothing Less.
And I remember a time when dreams were all that mattered. When dreams were all that mattered. I remember a day my hands were not set back together. I remember a day when spring was not
Rock Metal Nation? It's John from the Rock Metal Podcast for a real quick break to let you know that Jay over at Metal Mayhem Radio is looking to help you get your band in rotation on his station. So go ahead and hit up Jay at studio@metalmayhemradio.co.uk. That is studio@metalmayhemradio.co.uk. Just go ahead and say that the Rock Metal Podcast sent you. He'll get you into rotation on Metal Mayhem Radio. All right, come back from Nothing Less. Similar question for you guys. What's the story or inspiration behind Nothing Less?
The truth is, Nothing Less is a really, really old song. We wrote this song, I think, over maybe 6 or 7 years ago. But back then, the structure and everything was different, and we write it new and tried to do it more like the other songs and everything like that. But we wanted to keep that song. And back then we were younger and everything, so we had this thought that when you're getting older, all the dreams you had and everything when you were a teenager are fading away. They are like, you realize that life isn't that what you were expecting when you were a child or a teenager. And in this song, we are trying to describe these feelings we had when we grew up all this time in the band. So yes, this is kind of a personal experience.
Cool. Now, for Rock Metal Nation who dug the track Nothing Less, if you go and go to today's show notes, that's www.therockmetalpodcast.ca, and go and see the music video for Nothing Less. A similar question as before, why don't you guys take us through the production of the music video for Nothing Less?
Well, the story behind the production in this case is pretty simple and not that special, I would say, because it was pretty much a last-minute production, and we were like, "Damn, we need a third video for the third single, which will be released together with the final record." And we wanted to make something pretty low budget and some easy stuff, which doesn't need a lot of preparation and stuff. And so we decided to do a simple performance video in a wide room where you can really see the band members, and just some performing moves and stuff like this. So no big story behind this video, to be honest, but we are pretty happy with the final result.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Now, for Rock the Nation who is just excited about the two tracks they heard, We Are One and Nothing Less, they're going to be super excited to know that there is a full album called Aspire that is now out via Nuclear Blast Records. So, guys, why don't you go ahead and take us through Aspire, and when we pick it up, what should we expect?
Yeah.
Good question. I would say a good mix of some, maybe a good mix of rock music, metalcore, and pop, or at least I would say, it's a fresh post-hardcore record.
Yes.
Maybe Knives, you can add something here.
Yeah, I think you said everything I wanted to say. I would maybe add a bit alternative touch, maybe, and some J-rock elements and 80s guitar solos. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, the next logical question on Rock Metal Nation's mind is, how can we find out more about you guys? Is there a website that we should go to?
Actually, I think the best way to find out more about us is to check out our Facebook page and also our Instagram profile, which is facebook.com/venusofficial or instagram.com/venusofficial. And we don't have our own website, but you can find all the information you need on our social sites.
Cool. All right. Well, Robin, Knives, unless there's anything else you wanted to throw out there, I just wanted to thank you for taking time out of your day to come onto the Rock Metal Podcast and sharing venues with Rock Metal Nation.
Yeah, maybe to all the Canadian listeners out there, if we will ever come to play a show in your country, you definitely have to come to our show and be prepared, learn the lyrics so that you can sing with us.
All right, Rock Metal Nation. Hope you just found your new favorite band and venues. Big thanks again to them for coming on and sharing their music with us. Make sure to head over to www.therockmetalpodcast.ca to get all the information on the show you just heard today. And until then, rock on, Rock Metal Nation.